trade myself and the mentee I was working with. It's hard to see it on the footprint chart here, but this little pullback right here, right after the open, it came up, pulled back into this area, volume dried up, got involved. I got out into this this move here. I believe the guy I was trading with got out into the next spike up into there. And then we were just, flatlining here, waiting on inventories. Inventories comes out. And then we actually kind of consolidate and slow down a bit for a while. And then around 1040, just a big, very quick drive comes in, brings this market back inside that kind of balancing early market range. And then we just continue to rotate down and up and down and up until another big spurt of buying comes in. And that takes us to kind of a new highs. Then we come in and retest the upper end of the early morning, or excuse me, of the day's range, I should say. And then find a little bit of buying into the close, and that was that. Now we're in a gap up situation as we come into the open. But we had a confluent spot into the 6870s, which was certainly a medium-term destination reached for this market. So either you wanted to be short off the open, which I did, but did not get the trade yet. Could still get a trade if we pop up here. I can short somewhere in the 60s, but just really nice confluent zone up into 6870, let's call it. So that's really my line in the sand. That's really all you need to know at this point in time to gain value from my view on things, if that's valuable at all. All right, so here's some buying. Obviously, bigger picture, this market hasn't gone anywhere. It's in fact, it's been two different areas of this discombobulated balance, we might call it, where historically, in what I would call better conditions, you can see like where the market's balancing and whatnot. Maybe there's a day that gets out of there or whatnot, but a lot of times you have some much closer balance and then a break from that balance and then closer or tighter balance. But this has just been a very choppy range in general. I think a lot of traders have struggled with this condition. Are you working on your playbook? Are you looking to study this environment and figure out how you can improve your bottom line next time we're in this environment, or if this environment persists? And that doesn't necessarily mean that you come up with the perfect way to trade it. It may mean that you're more hands-off when you can identify a certain environment and it's a no-trade situation. Or maybe you shorten your time horizon and you're more scalping oriented. I know that's certainly been something I've done. I've actually lately, I'm not even using two of my longer term charts. I've actually removed them from my chart book. It's not that they weren't working. It's just that I wanted my focus to be lately on shorter term price action. If you notice, I started sharing even the footprint chart over here because it's a focus. So I wanted to kind of display that. I'm constantly evolving and adapting Adapt or die. Isn't that a phrase? Bummer. Didn't get the pullback into 60. Sellers have taken it again. Buyers continue to be fairly weak. I would imagine this is a pullback for continuation here, but it's not a trade for me. It's simply not a trade. My read is that this is going to be a choppy area. All right, so what we're seeing here is I think, despite of how this may turn out or what may happen next or whatever, this is a reason why this is not a trade for me. If we, let's see, let me just get you an intraday chart. So when I was talking about this area could likely be the continuation down. Sorry, that's dark, but not a trade for me. And then we had some people that were saying, okay, we could wick 40 and run higher here. Ends up to being so far just kind of a stop run up through there. And then run the stops below this swing low here in this current attempt to head down. So we're seeing this chop form in this area. And typically one of the big tells for that among context and distributions and overnight range and market profile. Another thing you can look for is just look at the VWAP. Is it flat? Or are we trading above and below VWAP? That's a choppy type of environment. All right, we just got triggered into our short. We got close enough into the pullback to 60 cents that we've been looking for. So we now got short as sellers started to take that right down into this area here into 50. All right, I'm not scaled yet. I think we need to give way below 38, and then I'll look to take some profits. There we go. Got scaled into 36. Oof, that's a tough trade location, 37. We've already rotated down from 60. I hope it keeps going for you. I don't know if Jake's on the call here or not. I don't believe he is. Yesterday's high is around 18 cents. I'm looking to scale in the mid-20s myself. Definitely seeing some buyers try and hold it up here. So my comment around Jake's trade, I want to talk about this because I'm going to be doing a lot of talking coming in the future. Courses, 2-week workshops. Going to be doing a lot of things around short-term timing your trades. If you're an intraday trader and your timing sucks, you suck as an intraday trader. So what I meant with Jake's trade was crude rotated down today, rotated up, rotated down, to here, 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 here. Okay, I got short here. This is very important. Anybody that's been watching me trade knows that I look to be in rhythm with these rotations, and I look to see the turning point, and I look to get involved very quickly at the turn. And then I'm taking profits into an average kind of rotation. Jake's trade, and not to, this is nothing, Jake's a quality guy. He shares great things. He trades good in the room, all this kind of stuff. So, but Jake got short here. This is late in this move. He may be trading a different time frame than me. This may not be applicable at all. But from my perspective, and now we're seeing this, bounce here. That's why I said, oh, that's a tough trade location. It's all about, I think this is how you spell it, rhythm, being in tune with these kind of average rotation sizes and where are we in that cycle. A lot more to come on that as we roll out some order flow and short-term trading, order execution, all this kind of nitty-gritty of timing your trades. Good thing is that so far on this little up move that we've seen off of 33, despite the real buying pressure, there's been a passive seller that's absorbed a lot of that into VWAP, and here comes the sellers again. All right, that's a flatten for me. That'll be it for that trade. Good entry, but just a bit too choppy in this zone. It's not really able to release through, get down to 25 cents or whatever. We'll take what we can get. All right, guys, that's it for the webcast today. I just made a little announcement in the room over there. Trading Conversations, the webinar I've been doing for, I guess, over a year now. I'm not sure. That's now going to be totally revolving around our futures community. We're going to now call that webinar Futures Fridays. So every Friday at 1:30 Eastern, we're going to be totally committed to all things futures and spending some time together there. Have a great day, and we'll see you around. Many people want to be traders. They're passionate about markets, but they don't know how to accomplish the goal of being a successful trader. They don't know the path to achieve that goal. And it's easy to want to be a trader, but that doesn't mean it'll be easy to be one. And there's no easy path to any form of greatness, but there is a path. S&P Futures gives traders a way to move their trading forward, a way to rise above all those who try and fail. Whether you're just starting out or an established veteran, we have a place to plug you into our system and keep you moving forward down the right path. Maybe you need to connect with successful traders. Maybe you need training to develop mental toughness or find edge. Maybe you're ready to trade on our team, either remotely or on our New York desk, where you're backed by large amounts of capital, provided with world-class professional technology, where you work with a risk manager that knows you, within a culture of coaching and mentoring, at a firm that takes all the downside risk while encouraging you to become the best version of yourself. For those with the courage to make the journey, S&P Futures is here to move your trading forward.